Amitabha Buddha! Aloha! Welcome to journey with us together in the trip to the beautiful big island of Hawaii. In the previous episode, we explored several fun places on the west coast of the big island, including Kailua Kona and Captain Cook regions. We've tasted some of the most delicious vegetarian foods the island has offered and learned a great deal of the production of the world-famous Kona coffee at the Hela Tree Organic Farm. We'll show you more priceless natural and cultural treasures we found in the Big Island this episode. Let's go! Blessed by this beautiful weather, we're about to see one of the most significant sights on the Big Island. Step back in time and into a piece of living Hawaiian history, Pu'uhonua o Honolulu National Historical Park. A tour of this park is one of the top things to do on the west, Kona side of the Big Island, and an excellent way to experience traditional Hawaiian culture. Set on the rugged and beautiful South Kona coast, the place of refuge, or city of refuge, was a safe haven for those that broke the kapu laws, which in old Hawaii were punishable by death. If you reached the Pu'uhonua, you would be pardoned by kahuna and given a second chance at life. A sacred site carrying the powerful mana of 23 interred alii chiefs, the Pu'uhonua and royal grounds were used by the Hawaiians for centuries. When you visit Pu'uhonua, you can walk in the footsteps of those that sought refuge here over the course of centuries and see where the alii and the kahuna who pardoned them resided. The Pu'uhonua was not only for those that had broken a law, but a safe place for women, children, and elderly during times of war. As you walk through the Pu'uhonua, you will see the foundations of older heiau's temples and the Great Wall that separates the Pu'uhonua from the royal grounds. As you can see that we were entering the reconstructed Halaua that acts as a shelter for canoes on the royal grounds. There are many other points of interest inside the royal grounds, including Keoneele Cove, a canoe landing for alii, a halaua canoe house, fish ponds, and kanane, a Hawaiian strategy game played with rocks that resembles checkers. Want to play chess with me? This is a naturally set chess table at the historic park. The Haleo Keawe Temple, guarded by carved wooden key, symbolizing Hawaiian gods, is a very sacred site. It was built in the 1600s to house the bones of Keawe'i Kekahi Ali Iokamoku King of Hawaii Island. After Keawe's death, 22 others were cremated and deposited in the temple along with numerous unnamed warriors. The sacred bones were full of mana, spiritual power that emanated out and surrounded the refuge. As you enter the royal grounds, you walk beneath towering coconut palms. These trees are part of a royal coconut grove planted to commemorate chiefs who have passed on. The royal grounds end at the Great Wall, beyond which you can find Pu'uhonua, the refuge. Very cool. These are tidal pools. The royal grounds end at the Great Wall, beyond which you can find Pu'uhonua. In the event that war was declared, families of combatants could seek refuge and safety within the Pu'uhonua and be assured to return home unmolested on cessation of battle, regardless of the outcome. Perhaps forgiveness and compassion is still the best way of seeking peace. Here is the renowned Two Steps beach where you can do snorkeling, diving, and there are the kiddie pools, also the intermediate to advanced pool too. It's a very great place for people who like to snorkeling. The famous snorkeling spot at Honaunau Bay is called Paia and is also known as Two Step. Honaunau Bay is often referred to as the City of Refuge after the Pu'uhonua o Honaunau National Historical Park, where we just visited. Honaunau Bay has been named one of America's best beaches due to a very adventurous layout of the bay. The water is almost always calm and the waters have exceptional visibility most of the year. The waters are usually clear and the average depth is about 20 feet. Often you can see pods of dolphins swimming close to shore. There's a very easy place to enter the water called Paia or Two Step. It is at the end of a finger of lava and easy to find because you will see lots of people getting in and out of the water. In this trip, we visited the Two Step at the sunset while it's slightly drizzling. I was super excited to see 3 beautiful golden ocean fishes dancing in the clear seawater. Stay where you are. We'll be right back. So today we order brunch items from Nefi Smokehouse. And when we talk about smokehouse, it's mostly they're smoking the meat and whatnot. But since I'm a vegetarian, we encourage the smokehouse would also consider to do the vegetarian smoky food items. The smokehouse is very excited to hear those suggestions, and then we so look forward to go back to Kona and enjoy Nefi Smokehouse's new vegetarian smoky product, and that will be next trip. But today our brunch is the vegetarian omelet, and with their very special seaweed sprinkle on top of their house French fries. And this will blow your mind away. And we are looking at the all-natural purple color that is coming from the ube yam, and super fluffy. As you can see how thick is the texture. And also we have pancake that was made out of the macadamia nuts. We can't really wait to taste that. On the 3rd day of our Big Island trip, the weather was cloudy and misty. Growing up in the Washington state, Michael shared that this weather reminded him of a typical day in the Evergreen state. As we were driving down south via Highway 11 from Kona, we stopped at Vista Point to observe the panoramic view of part of the Kau Scenic Byway. The 54-mile Kau Scenic Byway reveals a story of extraordinary natural wonders, offers the longest stretches of unspoiled natural scenery to be found anywhere in the Hawaiian Islands, along with the diverse geological and ecological features of Mauna Loa slopes, an active volcano rising 13,680 feet high. The Kau district has been relatively untouched by development and population growth, so the visitor has an opportunity to experience miles of Hawaii's coastal, desert, and forest environments, including long stretches of recent lava flows on either side of the byway. Striking views from Honuapo Overlook, napping sea turtles at Punalu Black Sand Beach, the 1,000-year-old cave system of Kulakai Caverns, and sweeping vistas of majestic lava fields as they unfold into the deep blue Pacific Ocean. This byway has the unique distinction of being the southernmost byway in the United States. Off we go. Next stop, the Hiko Coffee Mill. Now we make it at the Hiko Coffee Mill in the big island of Hawaii. And we're going to go in and check it out. Despite of the raining weather, we visited the visit center at the mill. The beautiful mural that depicted the Kau's natural landscape and the hardworking farmers caught my eyes. We browsed around the retail shop and picked up a couple bags of coffee beans and treats for family and friends back home. Although we didn't have the luck to join the free tour due to the rain, the Hiko Coffee Mill does offer free tours at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. daily, when weather is permitting. No reservations required. Simply arrive in advance of tour time and let the retail staff know that you are here for a tour. Tours usually last approximately 20 minutes, depending on questions asked by visitors. Hiko Coffee Mill Tour called their tour Seed to Cup. Each tour starts in the field near the coffee trees. The history of Kau will be covered from the sugar days that were dominated by the big 5 sugar companies. The tour then covers the decline of sugar in the state and, more importantly, the district of Kau. A brief geology lesson will be provided on the soils and why they have the ash soil here in Kau, as well as how ash soil provides the locals water that impacted on coffee in this historic region of the Big Island. The tour then proceeds through the mill's operations in the field to the processing area, which includes the wet mill, dry mill, and drying deck. Next, a visit to the green bean warehouse, where the tour guide will discuss the economics and the storage of coffee. Here, visitors will get to see the different grades and processes of coffee. The final part of the tour finishes in the retail store, where we view the roast room and visitors will be offered tasting and experiencing a variety of Kau coffees. On the road again in the rain. Kilauea, here we come. Finally, we've made it to the Hawaii's Volcanoes National Park, which is about 27 miles south of the capital city, Hilo. Let's learn some fun facts about the park together.
Volcanoes are going to erupt. When did Kilauea last erupt? Kilauea last erupted September 29th at 3:21. How I know that? Because September 29th at 3:18, I'm standing right out here talking to a group of people. There's no active volcano. People are asking me, when's this volcano going to erupt? My astute answer, oh no. people like this gentleman right here getting water. There were two people over here and they kept interrupting me saying, Mister, the volcano's steaming. Well, if you go over and look at the volcano, it's always steaming, whether it's erupting or not, because of the gas, we're on a hot spot. They kept pushing it. They were the people that told me. That's how I figured out the volcano erupted September 29th at 3:21, and it's been erupting ever since. You guys are very fortunate because when the first couple of months it erupted, the lava lake, it breathes. It's the home of Pepe. So the lava lake goes down, it goes up, Pepe takes naps. Well, she was taking, you would get here and she'd take a 2-day nap and you wouldn't see anything. Then she would come back with a vengeance, and then if you happen to be lucky enough to be here, then you saw a big show. Well, right now the volcano for the last month and a half has been active the whole time. You're always going to see something, and this is what I'm talking about. This is a great lava viewing area. This is another lava viewing area. I'm going to tell you how to get out there in detail. My favorite, this is not a good place to go at sunset. After dark is the most amazing time to see. The only problem with going out here at sunset, you're going out there with 400 of your best friends. I go out at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I go out with 4 of my best friends because basically nobody's out there. Now, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a couple pictures of what the volcano looks like. And I know that everybody comes to Hawaii because of our weather, our snow. Well, here's a picture from the lava viewing area with the moon setting. Now, you're waiting to see lava, I'm not showing you. Let me just yell over here so everybody knows what's going on. Anybody interested in where to go to see the active lava lake? I'm going to do the last presentation we're done out here at 5 o'clock. I'm going to give you detailed directions on how to get to where you're going to see the best view of the lava lake or the weather. And I don't know what the weather's going to do. Neither does my app.
Thanks to the humorous and very knowledgeable park curator for a wonderful presentation. We tried our best to capture the grandeur of the steaming crater behind us in the rain. We will surely be back. On this wet and cooler day, we were glad to find this cozy boutique vegan restaurant vibe in the city of Hilo to fuel us up before driving back to Kona. The eclectic Zen Islander decor emitted a relaxing vibe. We can't wait to try their creative culinary creation. We recommended their vegan eggs Benedict with fresh baked English muffin, avocado, house-made seitan, seasoned tofu, spinach, vegan hollandaise, and fried rice. The vegan jackfruit street tacos come with slow-cooked spiced jackfruit, cashew queso, purple cilantro slaw, avocado, and spicy mango habanero sauce. Lastly, how can we miss out these dreamy, delicious baked treats? We were grateful to return to Kona safely on a long drive in the rain on day 3 of our trip. See you next morning. Before we hit the road for more adventures on day 4 of our trip, we found this hip coffee joint, the Hiko Coffee roaster, in the heart of Kailua Kona. The industrial decor that's spiced up with plenty Aloha motifs and the aroma of the coffee quickly caught our attention. Not to mention about the live music performed by a wonderful ukulele singer-musician that brought us a relaxing island vibe, we decided to order a couple of items for a try. A green tea berry scone was pleasing to the eyes and melting in your mouth. An artfully made ube latte was sweetened with Hawaii-grown ube yam syrup. Yum! Here we are at the Queen's Marketplace, which is one of the 2 family-friendly shopping centers at the Waikoloa Beach Resort. I was drawn by a serene koi pond located just right by the bronze plaque of Queen Liliʻuokalani of Hawaii. Located on the island of Hawaii, Waikoloa has been the Kohala Coast's gathering place for hundreds of years. Remnants of a once thriving village next to the fish ponds fronting Aloha Bay date well before Captain James Cook's arrival in 1778. Today, the 1,350-acre Waikoloa Beach resort has been hosting visitors from around the world, providing accommodations, rich cultural activities, family activities, and many more. It's time to have lunch. We found this bright little salad joint, Island Greens, at the food court and were delighted to discover that they offer all vegan meal option, ainabo. Warm wild rice with miso roasted taro and many other fresh ingredients. Very delicious. After the lunch, we were walking down the beach area of the Hilo Bay, neighboring Waikoloa Beach Resort. A crescent-shaped, salt and pepper sand beach fringed with swaying palm trees. Hilo Bay, and often simply referred to as A Bay, is one of the most scenic and relaxing spots on the Kohala Coast to spend a beach day. The beach park has great facilities, including showers and restaurants, picnic areas, plenty of free parking, and many fun opportunities to swim, surf, windsurf, boogie board, snorkel, watch the canoe races, and sail.
I think we should try this out. Beautiful blue white sand beach. I think we're ready to give a swim.
Hilo Bay is an excellent beach for swimming, especially for children. The beach is fronted by a large, calm and protected bay with a sandy water entrance that gradually deepens and offers a shallow area for kids to splash play in. The many faces of the beautiful big island of Hawaii. Here's her lush forest side.
Only in Hawaii. I'm at the Lopez Point State Beach of Big Island, Hawaii.
Nestled along the emerald green sea cliffs, along the Big Island's Hamakua coastline, sits Lopez Point Beach Park, north of Hilo, meaning leaf of lava. Lopez refers to the angular lava tip or peninsula formed by ancient pahuehue, smooth lava flowing to create the mantle on which this village of Lopez was built. This beach park is situated in a very scenic area that is well worth the drive. Once you arrive at the beach, You will find an inviting park, complete with pavilions, restrooms, and a sprawling lawn, providing a big expanse for the kids to run around and play. Please note that swimming or snorkeling is not advised given the very rough waters. Robust currents and dangerous surf make Lopahuehue unsafe for swimming during much of the year. We would like to invite all of you who are watching this video, send kind thoughts to those who lost their lives in the towering tsunami in 1946 at Lopahuehue. A testament to the sheer magic and daunting power of the ocean reminds us to be respectful to the nature and to cherish the precious Mother Earth. As this is our last day of this vacation, staying on the Big Island, thank you for the Keone studio from the Airbnb, the house owner Cindy, and everybody who maintained this facility very well. We enjoyed the amenity and the hospitality, and we look forward to our next day at this studio apartment. And thank you very much. Mahalo. On our way to the Kona International Airport, adoring her natural beauty, I felt humbled and privileged to learn about the Big Island up and personal. Thank you, Hawaii, for your kindness to us all. Mahalo.